All right, Jack Russell here at All-Star Comic-Con, the inaugural Comic-Con in Tysons Corner, Virginia, and I'm here with one of the co-founders, Mike, and I took time out of his busy schedule to come talk to me. So
I had to rest my feet.
Yeah, so we're sitting in the cafe right now, but just had a few questions for you about the con and how you think it's going and everything. So, is there what were the challenges about pulling this off?
Well, there wasn't really any challenge. One of the challenges was we were too excited and wanted to put too much into it. Sure. You know, it's like one of your weaknesses when you ask, what are your weaknesses when you're doing a job interview and you're like, I work too hard, that kind of stuff. But it was really an opportunity for us to really have some fun and test the reach and test our expectations, because we have really high expectations of us ourselves. More so than anything else, we have really high expectations. So we want to put together an event that is going to be an A+ event, if anything, an A+ effort event. Now, the execution can always be, up in the air, but we feel we executed. We felt we put together a great idea, a great outline. The most challenging thing for us personally were some of the celebrity cancellations that we had. That was, and for a first-year con, trying to make a reputation, and before you even turned it on, in the shadow of FanCon, I'm sure there were a lot of doubters of this new con in the area that's promising so many things, and then suddenly their marquee person cancels, and then our other person cancels. Like we not only had Zazie cancel, but also Summer.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, what inspired the need for this con? Cons have a lot of different missions and a lot of different values. Mm-hmm. So, I was kind of wondering what makes yours unique and different.
I mean, as you can see right now, you kind of like soak it in. If this was a commentary, I would hope you would offer your thoughts on the general vibe. When we've been talking to whether they're vendors, attendees, our guests, or their reps, the words that come out of their mouth are always consistent. This was fun. This is like a family. This is community. This was a party. And when we hear those words, we're like, mission accomplished. Yeah. That's exactly what we wanted this to be, a fun time for everyone. So I've seen old people, young people, black, white, it doesn't matter, saying, I've had a fun time here. And that's all we wanted. We didn't have no grand scheme or some mission statement that's all 30,000 feet in the air. We wanted to have fun. We wanted to have fun with the people that we love to hang out with and the things that we love to do. And that's really what it was.
That's amazing. Me personally, I think that it's in the name, the All-Star. It's hard to feel like an All-Star when you're one of 80,000 people attending like San Diego Comic-Con, right? So overscoping is a kind of a trap that maybe we were talking about earlier, Universal Fan Con you fall into. But this is a very, like I said, fun, tight-knit con, and it's amazing. So I wanted to congratulate you guys on pulling it off. It's amazing.
No, we appreciate it, and this is from time to time, it's like we're stressed. We're like, you don't know, like, this is so frustrating, and there's all sorts of things that kind of blend into this giant pot that we put together. But when we see people like you and attendees and vendors saying, I'm having the time of my life. When someone's saying they're having the time of their life and it's 10:30 in the morning, that's good and scary at the same time, because it's like, we're doing good. It's like, oh my God, like, what are we going to do for the next 7 hours that we're actually doing stuff? Right. So we have to continue like building up and like helping people out. Like, we want our video game room to look have you seen the video game room?
I passed by it.
My God, did you see that?
It's amazing.
Jesus. The production value that we have, like I said, like whether it's our production team, whether it's our volunteers, the guests, the reps, the way we do things and the way we outline and map out, we're kind of manic in a way, but we have such a high level of expectation upon us. Like, we want this to be, a kick-ass event, and like, we don't settle for anything less than that. So we push ourselves to the point of, sometimes we lose our cool with each other, and sometimes we lose our cool with other people, because we're like, we see the potential of this event, and we don't want, and Kevin's always said, we don't want 30, 40, 50,000 people in here. Yeah. We want this to be summer camp. We want this to be everyone's summer camp Comic-Con, where they make new friends, they meet up with their old friends, and they continue communicating through the year. That's it. That's all.
And so while I was out there collecting, guests from interviews and stuff, I just wanted to say, give a shout out to your staff and volunteers because everyone was so accommodating, patient, and friendly. I think those are the three words that come up when I think of dealing with the front-facing part of the con staff. So,
and that's really difficult to find volunteers who do all those things, and we really stress those things. Like, it's all about customer service. Like Kevin owns a restaurant. He knows what customer service is all about, and he exemplifies that. He's such an exceptional businessman when it comes to that. I've been putting together meetings for 20-something years. So when putting together an event, you have your goals and objectives, and you have stuff you want to do for the people. It doesn't matter what you do. You want the people to walk up to the door with one set of thoughts in their mind. They go in, they come out with not only those sets, but another set. We want to expand people's fandoms.
Yeah.
We was, I like comic books. Oh, you know what? We got independent films downstairs. What's that all about? I only watch, big screen stuff. Go downstairs, check it out. What? That movie was great. Oh my God, it looked just like, a mainstream big budget movie. Stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna go check this guy out now. That's what we want to bring to people. Fun and expanding their fandom.
Yeah, the multidisciplinary aspect of this is really amazing, and
it stretches the mind.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, last thing before I let you go, I don't mean to drive too far ahead of the headlights here, but the path moving forward. What are your goals, visions? In terms of moving forward, are you guys focused on growth? Are you focused on keeping this vibe, or what's kind of
keeping the vibe? This vibe is literally our personalities. Yeah. So to change that would be literally not being honest to ourselves.
Sure.
So the vibe, the culture, that all stays the same. Now, the way it's transported and communicated to people might change.
Sure.
We might lean more toward one thing than another. Like every event, there's a lessons learned, and there's the ability to be like, maybe we won't do that next year.
Yeah,
or you know what, we got to do this and expand it next year. Like something that we did maybe for a 10% clip, maybe we need to punch it up to 25%. Maybe something that we did for 70, we dial it down to 50. So it's just playing around and once again, the element of having fun and pushing the envelope of our own expectations. So next year, you ain't going to see the same stuff you saw this year. You won't. It'll be something totally different, and it's going to be us experimenting, and we're going to work it and work it and work it and work it until we realize, yes, this is going to work.
That's really exciting. So once again, before I let you go, congratulations to you and the team for pulling this off. It was amazing. I had a great time.
Our pleasure. You enjoyed yourself. That's what makes us sleep well at night.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, this is Jack again from Pop Culture Bento speaking with Mike, one of the co-founders, and we're out.
We're out.